Okay, I'm going to do a quick demonstration on the Snap-on Blue Point power bleeder. It's a one-man brake bleeder. In my opinion, it's the best method to bleed brakes. It's quick, it's clean, it does a really good job of either bleeding brakes, bleeding clutches, or totally flushing your entire brake system if you wanted to do a fluid change. This one is Blue Point Snap-on. Other manufacturers do make them. I believe Mighty-Vac is one of them. I wouldn't get a cheap one. This is a little expensive, this one was, but it's made in Sweden, really heavy duty. It has an operating pressure up to 175 psi for bigger jobs. It's got a drain valve here to drain your old fluid. It comes with various adapters, comes with a straw that you can evacuate the master cylinder if need be. So basically what you want to do is make sure the top is screwed on tight. I have, for cars, I do about 100 psi of shop air. This is the boot we're going to use here. And we're just going to, this has a quick disconnect on one end so you can clean it real good when you're done with it. And we're just going to put that right in the tool there. That locks down. Now I've loosened this bleeder screw already. You want to make sure that this is, I just changed these so they're pretty simple, but what I do is I keep my bleeder wrench on there, and what we're going to do is just pop that right over. And while you're doing this, you want to keep an eye on the master cylinder to make sure you don't run that dry. You could usually at 100 psi you could bleed for 20-30 seconds before you have to refill the master cylinder, and a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just leave this running because it has a lock on the handle, and as it's bleeding I can go and I can check the fluid whenever I want and add if needed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that over the bleeder with the wrench on the bottom. Okay, the bleeder's already loose. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to lock this handle, start the air pressure, then I'll open up the bleeder. That way no air is gets trapped in the line. And then I'm going to do the same thing when I shut it off. I'm going to close the bleeder first and then stop the shop air. So I'll just give you a quick demo of that. And you can see the fluid beginning to flow already. And you can see there's a lot of air in the line, but you have a nice steady flow of fluid. This brake fluid was recently changed, so it's fairly clean. Normally it's pretty brown. I'm just going to keep doing that until no more air bubbles appear. And that's pretty much all there is to it.